corner. You got people that chronically run people off and then complain about the fact that they are no longer there. Oh, nobody ain't here for me. Nobody ain't did nothing for me. I had to do this all by myself, because you wanted that story, baby. You wanted that story. You wanted the struggle story. You wanted the story of nobody loves me. Everybody does this to me. Every time I give my heart away, they hurt me. And you do stuff to run people off, and then you act as if you don't understand what you did to run those people off as to why nobody's in your corner. Make it make sense, y'all. Please, how does it make sense? Run for the hills. Like, I know now. When somebody say how all these different people that did them wrong, baby, I need to know what you did. What did you do? What did you do to make these people say they ain't messing with you and they gotta leave out your life? What did you do? What you do? What you do? I don't know. Seems kind of fishy to me, because everybody just left you. Nobody wants to deal with you.
Having a train ran on you by Ford DC was not in the brochure of Job Corp. Now, I don't know if y'all done seen, but somehow I ended up back on the Freaky Frog side of TikTok. This girl said she went to Job Corp. She was in there, you know, chilling. They hee ha ha. It's the boys and the girls. Somehow somebody decided to pull out the phones and show videos of them. So she was intrigued because she seen it with a $5 foot long in one of the videos. So she said, yeah, I'm him. I'm that one. So the girls and the boys, they separate. So they came up with a plan. Like, the girls was going to sneak over there to the dude's side to get cracked, you know. So they end up trying to get over there. Somehow the other girls got caught, but she didn't get caught. So she still made it over there. And when she got over there, the dude basically like, hey, somebody up here getting fucked. So she spot the dude with the $5 foot long. Yeah, I got some roast beef to fit up in that foot long. She thought it was going to be one. She cracked the first one. Here come the second one. Second one said, hey, I want some too. Cracked that one. Here come the third one. I want some of that too. Cracked them. Here come the fourth one. I want some of that too. Cracked them. Well, I guess not all bad things came out of this situation, because you did earn some skills that you can eventually put on your resume. Teamwork, leadership, communication skills, because you put that together, and hard work. So I guess it's not all bad, ho.
If you have to ask that question, then you are not ready to hear the answers.
I mean, is this a smart thing to post? Do y'all think that this makes you look smart? Why do modern women do this?
I think we need to call him and let him know that's out of the budget.
Well, we don't speak like that. First of all, we don't speak like that. We are abundant. You know what I'm saying? This is new. Whatever you wait. What I was saying, baby, we just let her know that we was able to find another venue.
That's my wife.
How fast until you hook up with someone?
2 days.
How long until you cook for somebody?
There gotta be a ring on my finger.
Because
what am I cooking for no man? Because at the end of the day, all these men are dogs and all these men cheat. So why does a man?
In 2 days, you'll be willing to suck them, but you won't be able to cook for them.
Because that's so different.
You'll be willing to get crushed after 2 days, but you won't cook for them.
Cooking for someone's day and they're like doing their laundry. Like, that's crazy.
You can't make this shit up. These modern women, their minds are so warped. They're so warped. The amount of things that they allow to go on in their lives, and when they get 35, 40, they're going to be crying and breaking down and talk about men don't value them. What are y'all expecting?
While I was pregnant, I broke up with him. So when I had her, I actually didn't call him to come be a part of the birth. And I think he was a little begrudged, but that's neither here nor there. That was for me. I wanted to have that moment be sacred and special. I wanted to be able to be focused, you know, and just be supported by my mom, my sisters, my aunts, my grandmother. I definitely wasn't myself for a long time.
Mom, you looking sexy and beautiful.
Thank you.
And he. You are a weirdo.
So it's okay for us to ask a man how he's going to provide, protect, and secure our future. But it's a problem for him to ask us how we going to be the helpmate, the healer of the home, and his rib. We want to be the wife, but we don't want to discuss how. How?
I'm not here for the male gaze anymore. They're not my demo. I mean, men will just toss you aside for like the newest ingenue. And that's fine. You should absolutely do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you for that. I'm still hot.
Ma'am, you're not here for the male gaze anymore because the male gaze ain't checking for you. You've spent years living off of that attention and monetizing it. You use your looks to build your career, and now you're almost 50. You've gained weight, your looks are slipping, you're getting older, and your offers are getting lighter, and all of a sudden now, after building your entire career off of the male gaze, I'm above male validation.
Everybody who's in the know what's up with you. So they will roll in the hay, but nobody's going to commit.
Yeah.
So they have to get their money by suing because, I mean, no baby's going to come out of her at that carburetor womb having that. If you press the horn on her womb, what it say, D?
No, not that. No, that's not.
Check engine light.
Y'all remember one time? Y'all remember my man let me talk about the past. We was in the house one time, me and Murder. She sucking his. I gotta wait. And so she giving me, he hitting it from the back, and he started sucking my like that.
Is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that?
Hey,
Come on now.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's
That's
crazy.
disgusting what you're doing.
That's crazy.
You know what's wild too is that she never apologized for this. No accountability.
First of all, I only like older. Second of all, was 1992. We was underage. That's A and B. We wasn't supposed to be here.
Wow, look at the details.
I know. I want fans in the mouth.
Oh my God.
She looked elderly in that picture too. She looked like an old Karen. Do you live in this building? Shut up. God.
This is exactly why your past matters, because someone gonna know your history. You trying to come at Cameron, and meanwhile he got receipts of things that you never wanted to be released. You can't put these allegations in the air and then expect silence from the men that you're levying them against. That's some serious that you just said out loud, talking about trying to land the plane. Excuse me. And no matter what you think, what Cameron did is not misogyny. It's a response to your...
I want to say to this, even if some of this stuff about her is untrue, even if all of it is untrue, it goes a long way in talking about the company that you keep. I think Corey Holcomb and a lot of other men have made this very same point. Why are you continuing to associate? Y'all ask men about it. Hey, how come you don't check your boys? How come you don't do this, and this? But then y'all go back and do the very same thing that y'all are asking men not to do. And this is just me playing devil's advocate and making the point. Maybe you didn't do all of those things that they said that you did, or that the tape showed that you did. Maybe that was like AI back then, and that really wasn't you. But giving you the benefit of the doubt, why are you continuing to be in these circles where these rumors can form? It doesn't look good.
What is 34 plus 66?
I need to. 36. No, I need to do it on the paper. I can't.
34 plus 66?
Yeah.
34. 4 plus.
We don't move on until you give a guess.
Can I have a pen?
34 plus 66. 34 plus 66.
Thinking really hard about that.
95?
Yikes.
When you watch this, I hope you really notice the difference, and then put in the comment what y'all think.
Do you think as a woman that's with a provider guy, she has a duty to shut the hell up and not embarrass him?
Not shut the hell up, but embarrass him, yes.
But wouldn't it be a big part of her not embarrassing him is being quiet?
Yeah. Not really. Because a man is not going to call me out my name, tell me to do something with disrespect in his tone.
So he can't tell you to be quiet?
Yeah, no.
Even if he's a provider?
Respectfully, no. I can provide for myself. That's why I work.
Imagine going on a job and saying, hey, boss, I don't need this job. You wouldn't do it, right? Yeah, let that sink in.
What about you? What do you think?
So
If you're the guy that's a provider,
he taking care of everything?
Yep.
Like I ain't gotta do nothing.
Everything.
I
Birkin
stay
bags.
at home. I'm cooking. I'm
Dubai.
cleaning. And I ain't going nowhere.
I hope y'all paying attention. This is a Blue's Clues right now. That's your first hint.
What about you? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, of course, as long as they're not getting with it. Tell me to shut up, I'll shut up. You giving me money, you providing, hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's the next clue. This should be getting easier for y'all now.
All right.
What about you?
Same. I like a man to tell me what to do. So I'm at home cooking.
You heard she says she likes a man to tell her what to do. Hey, listen, the answer should be in front of y'all faces right now.
Do you think women need to be trained by men?
Negative.
Start with you.
I don't think they have to be trained. Unless they need training, then yeah.
Do you think most women need training? With
Today's
being
society, yeah.
in
They're
citizen-
horrible.
okay.
They don't even know how to cook now.
Okay. Now, when I say training, I mean as in like training to be like a good girlfriend and eventually maybe a fiance or even wife. Do you think they need to be trained?
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of these women are horrible nowadays. They need some femininity classes.
Okay. What about you?
The right guy, yeah.
Okay. So the right guy?
Provider, yeah.
Yeah, but in general, do women need training? Outside of the provider thing, I'm just saying like to be good girlfriends and wives?
Yeah,
by the
most
guy?
women, I can agree with that maybe.
Okay.
They might need training.
What about you?
I think y'all got like 100 hints already.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of women need to learn how to respect their man so that they can be a man for you.
Okay. What about you? Do you think women need training in today's day and age?
Respectfully, I'm not a bitch, so I'm not no dog for you to be teaching me training.
So I know everybody's smart enough to see exactly what was going on in this video. Put in the comments what you think is going on in this video, what's transpiring, who's acting up. And all I have to do is ask one simple question to that black girl. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this.
And
Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah.
You saw that clip about a virgin. Now, this TikTok unfolds. This is Jasleen in her own words.
I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was straightening my hair with my French tips. Like, you could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
Guys, just know they lie. They lie. So you have to be able to detect aspects of these women. You have to be able to detect if they've had a hoe phase, whether they tell you they had a hoe phase or not.
You may need to calm down. Women will never walk past you or run past you and go, morning. Women don't do that. Women don't harass women. Only men harass women.
Gentlemen, I'm just going to say it. It really seems that men simply cannot win. Because now, according to some, if a man even says good morning to a woman, he's harassing her. You can't make this stuff up.
Yo! Women use simps against attractive men. When women can't get or control a man who's attractive, they use simps to feel better and try to make other men jealous. Simps aren't men who are good to or respect women. They are men who will sacrifice anything, their self-respect, for an attractive woman. Attractive men refuse to simp. That is actually a huge part of why they are attractive, because they have self-respect. This can confuse a lot of women who aren't used to men who have self-respect. It often stems from their own insecurity and feeling small because of the attractive man. He has levels of security that she is not capable of. So when she can't get or control him, she uses simps against him. She'll suck them dry of validation, attention, effort, resources to feel better, worthy, like she matters, and to flex on other people. Many times to make men they do find attractive jealous. She competes with presence on the backs of simps, using them as leverage to feel powerful, when it's really insecurity. Insecurity seeks to control. It comes from ego, wanting to feel secure through validation. Except attractive men see through this nonsense, that it's just a false portrayal of value, that it's hidden insecurity, and to let it be. Even if he feels a little jealous, he will never sacrifice his self-respect, no matter how pretty she is. Watch my YouTube for more. One-on-one calls in the bio. Drizzle drizzle.
It has come to my attention that a TikTok posted yesterday has pissed off a lot of women specifically. The conversation was that my husband and I both agree that men should take paternity tests prior to signing the birth certificate or paying child support. Why do I believe in this? A couple of reasons. One is 1 in 3 men are currently raising a child unbeknownst to them that isn't biologically theirs. Secondly, we get a natural DNA test. We give birth to the child. There is no question on who that mother is. Y'all out here wild, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to provide that peace of mind for somebody in their lifetime. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really looking for explanations because there's not a single thing that's going to change my mind on this stance. And for all of the women out there who are telling me that I'm brainwashed and I'm stupid and my husband's controlling and they're being really degrading in the comments towards me as a woman, what the makes you think that after reading what you said about me is going to make me feel safe enough if I were going through those things to come forward and ask for help? And then the last thing, and I'm done. A lot of women are like, oh, well, you should trust her. You should trust me. I'm not the greater masses. I'm not all women, blah, 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 blah. This isn't about you. This is about peace of mind for the man so that he knows with 100% certainty the same way you do that the child is his. And there are so many people out there saying, I'm not following you anymore. I used to idolize your relationship and blah, 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 blah. That's where you up. Don't idolize people. Don't idolize relationships. Don't idolize me. You don't know who the I am. I'm somebody on the internet who says funny sometimes, or sometimes I say things that make you realize things. You don't know me. Y'all are wild out here with your parasocial relationships and getting entwined emotionally the way you do in other people's marriages and relationships. I would usually say something inspirational right now, but all I have to say to the people who are ripping us apart is you can go for yourself.
And she made a very good point. She said, basically, in so many words, even if situations were to change between me and my man, with the way that you guys are talking, why would I feel safe around y'all? Well, because modern women like to do this thing to where they switch up. They talk down on you, they trash you, they do and say all of these things about you. And then when you say, you know what, I'm going to take your advice, I'm going to leave this guy, or I'm going to do what's best for me. And then you come over to their side, then all of a sudden, all that vitriol, all of that hatred, all of that malicious talking, that drops down. They turn that all the way down. Oh, girl, you know, we only said those things, even though they were hurtful, you know, and I'm sorry for what I said. But girl, I was just so worried about you. I was so worried. I was scared to death. I've known a sister of 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 a sister that happened to. So I'm afraid that it's going to happen to you. That's what they say. That's what they say. And have you out here floating in the wind, then left your husband and your situation over some nonsense just to be single and miserable like them.
So I posted this video where the guy was saying, like, women are buying y'all things. Like, where are you finding the women that buy things? So I use an example. Off the top of my head, I just talked about how a lot of men don't get birthday cakes. It's just not a thing. Like, dudes aren't out here planning like a big birthday dinner and saying all they boys need to come and, you know, picking out an outfit. Like, most men aren't doing that. You know what I'm saying? If they are having something, somebody else is planning it for them. I'm not saying nobody ever does it. I'm just saying men just really don't care about their birthdays. Like, they'll usually go out, have a cigar, something like that. Whatever. So in the comments on Facebook, I mean, the women are in my comments just going at me. How many cakes did you buy? So how many men have you dated? Well, first off, let me say this. Cakes are $7, okay? Like, cakes are not expensive. Cakes are like my go-to for men and women when I don't know what the you like just yet. And I don't want to spend a lot of money. So the best bet is to just get a birthday cake. If I know that you like red velvet, which Most dudes like red velvet. That's what I'm gonna get. It's cheap. I get a birthday card. And then motherfuckers is always super appreciative because it's like, oh my God, I haven't gotten a cake. And I'm like, everybody deserves a cake on their birthday. Like, so you women coming in my comments saying things like, yeah, that's why you single now. Yeah, you buying cakes. Okay. The same men that I didn't buy cakes for, not with me either. It's just like, y'all let me know every time in the comments that y'all just care about what other people think on social media. It's like, and then one girl said something about, oh, I haven't bought a cake for my man and I've been with him for 10 years. And I'm just like, so what are you doing for him on his birthday? Because if you won't buy a $7 cake, then you have to be doing something beneath that. So what you think, sex is a gift? Y'all are weird.
Did y'all see this video?
So I'm just sitting in the truck in the doctor's office parking lot waiting to go in. You know, about 5 years ago, I probably would have got out to help. They don't need no man. I've also been sitting here for about 25 minutes, and they've been doing it for about 25 minutes.
That's how a lot of men are feeling right now. And the crazy part is a lot of these men want to go over there and do it. Their instincts are telling them to get up and help, but a lot of men are fighting that off and just saying no. It sucks, but this is just where we are right now. A lot of men have just checked out of this whole helping a woman out thing. It's crazy because there are so many women screaming they're independent and they don't need a man, but there are a bunch of women who aren't like that, and they're paying the price for those other women. Because we don't know if those women were screaming independence, but they still paid the price for it. And it sucks too, because it looked like they were struggling. I don't know why they didn't call roadside assistance, but that's not the point. The point is times are changing, and a lot of you women just have to start adapting to how these men are. It sucks, but it is what it is.
Is this you with our son?
Yes, I'm not gonna neglect a kid, a good father, just because his father wouldn't step up to the plate, correct?
So you did raise him since he was a baby, correct?
Correct, but he's not my biological son, and you...
If I understand the point that she's trying to make, this is not going to go the way that she thinks it's going to go. I would assume that what she's trying to do is put him in a spot to say, well, you already raised a child. Why don't you just continue doing it? But maybe I'm wrong. It seems like a paternity thing.
You know this.
Do you believe that it's appropriate for you to be ordered to pay child support for this child?
No. I'm not the biological father, no.
The husband's name is Francisco and the wife's name is Norma. Norma is suing Francisco for child support for a child that is not biologically his. Francisco has come prepared with a lawyer, and there she goes right down here, by the name of Lanice. I always implore my young G's to invest into a lawyer, but I can understand that they are expensive. Nevertheless, in most cases, it's a worthy investment, especially when the topic is child support.
What would you request the court to do regarding this child if this judgment is set aside?
I just get removed from the child support. We would want to file for divorce and do everything the correct way and get what's needed for the children done and do whatever we need to do to make everything right and get the proper documentation and everything done.
And did you or did you not tell me that it was going to be your way, that he had no dad, you were the dad, we were married, and this was your
objection as to relevant. Oh, sorry, relevance.
The fact that this is even a debate, a dispute, the fact that she can bring this in front of a judge, the fact that they're even having a conversation about this being thrown out demonstrates yet another reason, another example of why the family court systems are against men. This man, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to take responsibility for a child that was not biologically his in a marriage that you had with him. And instead of respecting that time period because you're about to go through a divorce, you try to weaponize the simp against him. Once the relationship ends, the responsibility should not be dragged forward for the next 18 years of this man's life. It is ridiculous to think that her is even being entertained and demonstrates just how broken this system is.
So basically, instead of finding the real person and the person that is the actual father of the child, you decide to take the man who was doing you a favor. Honestly, he's doing you a favor. You decide to take him to court and try to make him keep paying. It just, I don't want to say stupid, because stupid would indicate that it isn't something that is manipulative. To me, this is something that's thought out. She meant to do this. What I want to say is, this is laziness. This is what modern women do. They grasp at straws. I know that deadbeat that I was messing around with ain't going to pay for this child. And he knows full well it's his. But I'm going to get a guy who's been taking care of the child, who's doing right by the child, instead of saying, you know what? I appreciate that. He isn't your child, and you still took care of him. And I definitely appreciate the time that you spent with him. And I know you don't have any responsibility to him anymore, but I would really love it if you would come by sometimes and you would see him, yada, yada, yada. Well, I think that would confuse the child. Yeah, you're right. He's the only person that you know. Instead of trying to make an appeal from that point where he can come in and be a mentor to the child, she decides, you know what? I have nothing else. I'm going to try to do him wrong and make him pay child support. That is not that man's child.
Does he pay you child support?
I pay him child support.
Custody, is it 50-50?
It is 50-50. When we separated, I was not doing well financially, and I became quite successful after the fact, and so then he came to take his piece of that.
This is why we need...
You think I should have had him so I don't have to pay my ex child support?
I just think in general, like, the world's overpopulated, so I think, like, we need to, like, decrease population of unwanted pregnancies, because why would you ever pay a man your
it's
money?
It's actually a lot lower now than it was in the past. There are a lot less people having babies nowadays, and the population is actually much lower than what it used to be.
Yeah, thank God. Shout out hookup culture.
Choosing modesty is the biggest flex a woman can have, because anybody can show.
Okay, first of all, it's not for you to decide what's...
You have 10 minutes to respond to this message before I go and walk down the aisle. It's not too late. Let me know.
Let me know. Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. You are 10 minutes away from walking down the aisle, and what's on your mind at that point in time is a celebrity that doesn't even know you exist. Not the man that proposed to you, not your family and friends that showed up to support you, not the fact that you are about to commit to this man for the remainder of your lifespan. You are sending a message out to a celebrity that doesn't even know you exist. And the message you want to send to him is, if he's willing and ready to accept you, or if he wants you, you will call off the whole wedding right then and there. Some of y'all deserve to be lonely in the worst way. And the funny thing is, I looked in the comments, there's a couple people saying, oh, it's a joke. That's not a joke you play on your wedding day. And then you posted it for the world to see. I hope that man divorces you, because that's disrespectful. I don't care what anybody says. That's disrespectful. On my wedding day, I'm probably palms are sweaty, I'm nervous, and my wife is in a completely different room making a video to a celebrity that doesn't know she exists and saying to him, I'm willing to call off this wedding if you want me. I hope your husband sees the light and divorce your ass. I'll be honest with you, because the level of disrespect is just, it's outrageous. Outrageous, unattainable. It's just sickening, to say the least. But you know what? Fortunately for you, you ain't got to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
Women, get out of here with this notion that we are oppressed. We are not oppressed. I've just seen this meme that said we need feminism because men's rights don't vary by state like women's do. So with this delusion, do y'all realize that there are actually some privileges that we have that men don't have? And this one's about to sing, but someone's got to say it. Do you know a man has 0 reproductive rights like you do, like I do? Once that man's DNA leaves his body, he has no say-so. He can't choose adoption. He can't choose to walk away. But guess what? You can. And remember, I've said this before, it's all about equality until that accountability shows up. Paternity fraud laws are different in each state. Did you know that safe haven laws in all 50 states protect women? A woman can surrender a baby. A man can't. Sounds like a legal right that women have that men don't.
The most dangerous man you will ever meet is the one who healed alone. I'm not talking about violence, rage, or chaos. I'm talking about a man who has been shattered by life and then chose to rebuild himself piece by piece with his own hands. This is the man who walked through experiences that stripped him down to nothing, who faced truths that most people spend their whole life avoiding. He saw the world without the fillers, without the illusions, without the comforting lies that protect the weak from reality. He's the man who hit his rock bottom hard enough to leave him unrecognizable and still found the strength to rise anyway. He's the one who discovered the brutal truth most people never learn. When everything falls apart, when everyone disappears, when the world goes silent, the only person who you can never abandon is himself. And that changes a man, that reshapes him, that hardens him in all the right places. A man who has faced his darkest night alone develops a level of clarity and self-trust that can't be taught. You learn that just by doing it. He doesn't fear being alone. He understands its value. He doesn't seek approval. He outgrew the need for it. He does not chase people. He knows that anybody that is meant to stay will stay without force. When a man has been broken and rebuilt, his power stops coming from who stands beside him and starts coming from who he became when nobody else did. That's why he's dangerous. Not to people, but to anything or anyone that tries to take him back to where he used to be. He's not fragile. He is not lost. He is not emotionally shut down. He is extremely intentional. He is unshakably self-reliant, and that is amazing. It's an amazing quality to have. A man like that does not crumble under pressure. He becomes that pressure and leans into that pressure because it doesn't scare him. If you are truly that man, I salute you, because carrying that is not light, and you still show up every single day. That deserves respect. Keep going. What you're doing matters more than you know. I'm proud of you.
Are you going to give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
I'm from America's Next Top Model, and I didn't know who you are, but you're out here talking about black excellence.
Yes.
What are you promoting?
So I'm a streamer, you know. I also make music. I don't know if you know who Fred Again is and Skepta. I have a song nominated for a Grammy with them, Victory Lap.
Really?
Yes. And I am nominated for Streamer of the Year. Music streamer, best stream series, best stream collab.
How do I support you?
Right here, support black business. What's your name?
Should I put you on my stories right
yes,
now?
Yes,
you should. Support your black business?
100%.
We're here with
Black Boy Max. Black Boy Max. Y'all know what time it is. All platforms.
All platforms.
Make sure y'all vote. Oh, upside down. Make sure y'all vote. Vote. Exercise the right MLK fought for. Vote.
Period.
All platforms. Grammys and Streamer of the Year. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay. Are you gonna give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what?
I can't. Love though. I'm out. Oh my God. What the fuck just happened?
And you guys were filming stuff obnoxiously with every single person who recognized him. I don't even know this guy. I literally am running an empire right now. I walked up to you after his little outburst. He probably don't even date black women.
Here we go.
But I said to you guys very...
Sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. If it's not the insults or the shaming of not dating black women, it's you're probably gay, right? Like any reason to try to describe why a man didn't find you attractive. It just, without fail.
I verbally told you not to use it. I have so many things going on right now that I don't have time to take you to court, but I dare you. I dare you to try me, because now you are taking up my time. This 3 minutes that it's taken to post this, I could have been making money. So you're new.
Think about how crazy this young woman is. She was out in public, saw a man being filmed with a bunch of cameras, decided in public to go out of her way to communicate to that man. She makes an advance towards that man that makes him feel uncomfortable. We don't know what his situation is. We don't know if he has a girlfriend, or maybe he just doesn't want to put his lips up on you. He don't know where you've been. He's just trying to promote his music, baby. But now in order to promote it, he's got to put lips up on you. Sounds like that weird Hollywood we always hear about. And now, after him live streaming, his utilization of that clip or keeping that clip up is going to have a lawsuit threatened upon him? Huh?
Make no sense. You want me to kiss you on your cheek? Because you saw I was lit, you saw I was getting nominated for shit. You wanted to steal my cameraman. I didn't want to kiss you. And then after I didn't want to kiss you, now you're threatening to sue me. What the fuck are we talking about?
I gotta believe and I keep seeing this clip. I gotta believe this is a setup, because for her to say unprompted, maybe she saw the camera. For her to say unprompted, I'm from America's Next Top Model. What do you got? I mean, it's gotta be a joke for you to try to put yourself in the seat of, oh yeah, I'm from America's Next Top Model. So, you know, trying to help a young black man out. What do you got? You know, like the sharks, you know, where people are coming to them. That's the energy that she has. I mean, you want my money. You want what I got to offer. You want my influence. So show me what you got. Grovel at my feet. Let's really play this up. This has to be a joke. I refuse to believe that this is serious. For you to try to sit and think that you're better than the guy, well, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to put you on with my followers. He didn't need to be put on. He's already on. He's just asking you if you could possibly vote for him for an award. I'm already nominated for it. I'm already going to be in the room. Just vote for me, please. You decided to take it left. Okay. Try to kiss me so I can have my followers. See this guy, he's famous. He tried to kiss me. I try to help him out a little bit, but you know, he just went too far. You know how men are. They get me, I'm so beautiful. I got it. Silly. That's foolishness. And you clowned and played your own self.
How old are you?
Well, that's a secret that I shouldn't tell.
How about you?
I am 51.
Are you single?
Yes. Yes.
If I wanted to take you on a first date in Miami, would $30 be enough to have a good time?
No.
No.
We are more valuable than that.
For the valet parking, yes.
Exactly.
You can park
that's
the car.
only for the valet.
But y'all were both married for 20 years. So why not start with a simple coffee date?
Because we don't have time for that anymore.
We don't have time for a coffee.
We are making businesses, big businesses here, and we don't have time for coffee.
So what is your ideal first date then, if not a $30 coffee one?
To go for a nice dinner, I don't care about the money. To go for a nice dinner in a nice place, to have a nice conversation, and that's it. But with a $30 in Miami, you can't go to a restaurant to have a nice dinner. It's impossible.
Why should the man invest $300 for the first date if he doesn't even know you yet?
Because that's what I'm worth it.
We know who we are, so.
Do you think the men in your dating pool now would rather spend that $300 on you, or would they rather spend it on, like, say, a 25-year-old chick?
He can do whatever he wants to do.
We are not looking for men that they value more the age than what we have inside and in our brain.
Yeah.
That's not the type of men we want to be with us.
I went on a date with the guy, 3 dates, guys. I'm up to 3 dates. And he calls me up the other day and he's like, for the 4th date, I would like you to plan, because I planned the last 3 dates. Like, okay, no one's ever asked me that before, to be honest, but I was like, sure, all right. I have no idea now if he meant I should plan it and pay for it, or do I just plan it and, like, anyone can give me some help here? And is that weird?
What's your age?
24, 22.
If I was your man, what would I need to pay for you?
Pay for? Nothing.
So you're not expecting me to pay for dates if we went out?
Expect? I don't have expectations for anybody.
I also don't have expectations.
I do think it shows character.
Actions, yeah, definitely. It's not about the money. It's just about, like, how you treat us.
So I could be your boyfriend and not be able to afford taking you out on dates, and you'd still stick it with me through thick and thin.
If you're a good person, that's all that matters.
If the chemistry's there.
There's some people with loads of money and they treat their girlfriends like so.
Does that mean I don't have to pay for your hair or your nails either?
No, I've never had somebody pay for my hair and nails. Me neither.
So for a first date, if I said let's just go for a walk in the park, you'd be fine with that too?
Yeah.
I prefer a walk in the park than a dinner for the first date.
Definitely. I think it's more casual and laid back, and you can actually get to know the person.
Listen, as long as you're waking up every morning and going to work, that's the kind of man I need.
I'm trying to figure out if we're in the twilight zone. Where are these young ladies? What are they up to? What do they do for work? Interesting. They're relatively covered up. not showing too much skin. This is a tough one. Maybe they're an industry plant or share a 7 or something to make us think that they're. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's something wrong. I haven't found it yet, but there's something there.
I fumbled 2 good men. I know that in my lifetime, in my journey. Both of them challenged me as a woman. They put a mirror in my face and said, "You need to fix that. Why would you do that? Why do you act like that? Why do you talk like that?" And I was like, "Oh no, oh no, I'm me. You can't." But the fact of the matter was, they was like, "Okay, you won't get it right. Deuces, I'm out." And there I was to sit in that. The first time it didn't click, but the second time it did. But there I was, now as 40-year-old woman trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of men that suck.
Which would imply all men.
Majority of men suck.
A majority of men suck.
I'm still prepared. When you say majority, what percent?
If I'm being generous, 60 to 70%.
Well, let's not be generous. Let's be realistic.
65.
I probably agree with 65%.
65% of men suck.
Yeah.
What about our trash? What
I would
percentage?
say 65.
Still 65? What about you?
Like our absolute trash, maybe like 50.
Are you against sexism?
Yeah.
Is sexism wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you against sexism?
I'm against sexism and I think it's wrong.
How about this? If a man were to say, majority of women suck, women are trash, would you object to that categorization?
Yeah, I'd ask him why he feels that way.
So, great. But do you believe you guys are being sexist towards men?
No, because I think that sexism is based on the historic oppression of a group of people, and since men have historically not been oppressed, I don't think you can be sexist towards them.
Because the harsh reality is a lot of y'all don't want men. Y'all want doormats. A lot of y'all want to give men a safe space to have selective masculinity. I'm man enough to you. I'm man enough to pay your bills, but you won't let me be man enough to run the household without a whole bunch of feedback, without a whole bunch of back talk. I'm man enough to take you on trips. I'm man enough to take you on shopping sprees, but I'm not man enough to discipline your children that aren't even mine. You want me to be selective with my masculinity, so you want me to be a superman when it comes to all of your needs, but you want me to be a half a man when it comes to the things that I need.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
Nothing But the Truth, Nothing But the Lie, whatever podcast. Good for you. Still stuck on these young ladies. What is it? What's your angle? They're trying to bring us down. Seems like you had all of the right answers right on cue. Even from the start, where she was confused by the question. He asked her. And she was like, huh? Pay for me? What are you talking about? It was genuine. That's what's confusing me. It was genuine surprise. Like, what are you talking about? That's not the world that I live in. It's not the world that I want to live in. It's got me shook. Oh. There's got to be something to these ladies. They've got to have something somewhere. Gonna get to the bottom of it. I won't be fooled.
Hey, Akash, Andrew Schultz, the whole Flagrant staff, shut the fuck up forever. This interview right here.
Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife. I looked into what you guys are about, and a lot of this is just childish.
It aged fucking perfectly. This dude was like a virgin before he got married, trying to lecture me on how to fucking deal with females. And then 3 years later, this stupid dothead, his wife, is being a whore all over Instagram, TikTok, dragging his name through the mud to do so.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
This could not have aged better.
You know, honestly, Myron deserves this one. You know, I gotta let Myron have this one. I think I saw one episode. Maybe Abba Preach kind of showed a clip of it, but he was on there clowning them. And in the moment, fresh and fit, they just Myron and Walter, they just kind of just sat there and took it. They were like, oh, okay. You know, he was Akash was talking reckless. He was talking reckless. And all they really did was just kind of sit there respectfully and they kind of chuckled at him. And for this to come out after you'd have been talking mad trash and you didn't talk mad trash and that man in both of their faces, for this to happen to you, bro, you got to let him have it.
So we mature faster than men. It is a known fact.
If you say so.
Even at the adolescent stage, and even when we're in our 20s and our 30s, like our mindset is usually not the same, right? So women tend to like, you give a woman, she'll make a house a home. You know what I mean? So
Stop that.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Women ain't making no house, no goddamn home.
I promise you.
Maybe your grandmothers and the great grandmothers, like
The
these
right
women
woman.
today.
The
they
right
ain't doing
woman.
Well, see, now you putting everybody in one category.
So the right woman.
We can't sit here and say women are old, much more mature, but when it comes to older men and younger women, the maturity seems to go out the window. Or maybe men are more mature. That's why they can deal with older women. Like it's one or the other. We can't sit here and say women are mature. Y'all always getting finessed by the older men, while the younger men, they're not getting as finessed. Are they more mature? That's why they can handle the older women, and the younger women are not as mature. That's why they keep getting finessed by the older men. Like I don't know. Like
the YNs is finessing the older women though. Right?
Are they more mature?
I'm fucking with you. I'm staying in your crib.
I'm married. That's what's relevant to me.
That's what's relevant to you?
Yeah.
When did you get married?
Approximately 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago.
What would you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10?
Like hotness?
Everything, overall.
Overall, hold on. He's a 10.
Can I get a kiss on the cheek?
What a hoe. Do you know what's so crazy? Women will literally, oh my gosh, men are controlling. They won't let us go out. They won't let us have a girls' night. We can't even have fun anymore. If this is your idea of fun, I could see why your men are telling you not to go outside. Can I say something that probably is going to be really triggering, but this is just my mindset? I've never had a partner be so like adamant about you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't do that. In the beginning, of course, because they barely know you, they're getting to know you. But once I'm already with a partner for a long time, I don't experience extreme amount of jealousy. But do you know why I think a lot of you women experience your men not wanting you to go out? I think it's because they know you're not the girl to trust. They know that you'll suck a pee-pee for a soda. They know that you're ready to throw your ass back over a lemon drop. I think your boyfriends know how easy you are. That's why they don't like you going out. They've seen you drunk and you're easy like a Sunday morning. Let's be real here. My partners have never been on my ass that hard about don't go out, Tay, don't do this, don't do that. And now I can see why. I got a mouth on me. Bro, I'll tell you in an instant second, get the f out of my face, dude. I'm cool. I'll be nice the first couple times, but if you keep being persistent, I'm gonna be rude because I told you move. Another thing I wouldn't do, I wouldn't be rating guys. I would not even stop and talk to a man. Why are you doing that? You know what's so crazy? Y'all, I've been a bartender for years. I even drink. I've drank so much bottles. Y'all might even exaggerating, a flask and all that. And I never thought in my mind, let me see what it's like to take this for a spin.
And you know, I'll be honest with you. I don't necessarily have a problem with the woman stopping and answering some questions. I think a couple of clips ago, you talking about those young ladies, which they might still be industry plants. You never know. But you talk to the ladies and they're stopping and they're having a respectful and great conversation. They're answering his questions and they're fantastic. But in this specific interview, she's being totally disrespectful. The energy is totally different. The vibe is totally different. She's saying that she's got something going on. I think she might have said she was married or she had a man. And she's acting like this. Whereas the girls, they were relatively modest, dressed up, respectful versus this. So I believe that you can probably answer some questions just as long as you know, like you kind of like you were saying, to keep your distance, not putting yourself out there in a certain way. I think you should be all right. But this woman, I'm not sure what she was up to besides acting silly.